Hey there, channel rebrand. This is the Nerve Nerd doing Quickdraft. Tarkir, Dragonstorm. We've got the gold. We will do the draft. We must take photographs for our friend in Mexico. Alright. So this is a bot draft, so not going to be too difficult. We should be able to go Dragonstormy because we're not going to have humans going for the thing, which means everyone in the universe is going to be doing that as well whenever we get to our actual games. And everyone basically needs to be doing the better dragon deck. So nothing stands out here. We've got a monument, we've got a Sagu Wadling, and I really like Alchemist's Assistant. This is not bad, but it's not good either. So I think if we're going with the dragon thing, and we want to go with the dragon thing, this is actually one of the good ones to get because this omen is actually really useful for enacting your game plan of being able to play your spells. Sultai Monument is a close second, I think, and then if we didn't have anything worth doing, we would probably do Alchemist Assistant. I actually think that's a pretty good card. It hits on a lot of metrics. Smile at Death. It's kind of neat, actually. You can only get a weak thing, but they're made strong. You get two weak things, but they're made stronger when they come back. So you're kind of getting some value out of the deal. Still, it can't be that much. That like you're playing a Mardu deck probably here, playing a red-white, and you're getting something really cool like a Bearer of Glory and like a Nightblade Brigand, something, or a red card. One of the other ones that does two, makes two mobilized tokens. So we got nothing interesting here. We've got an Exhale. Exhales I think should be considered dragon spells. Also, the teamer colors tend to be the better colors, so your removal and your card draw that's in the teamer colors is pretty good. Attune Hunter is like the best, like just flat out basic card in this thing. I mean, it could be tied between Attune Hunter and Bearer of Glory, but I'm going to go, since we're on the dragon thing, we either want Piercing Exhale or Worthy Cost, and since I don't like to sacrifice my creatures to kill something else, we're going Piercing Exhale. Sagu Pummeler is the best non-dragon card, I think. This is not a bad card. Not altogether great either. Dispelling Exhale, supposed to be good. I don't tend to play it in the right way myself. Interesting thing about Rite of Renewal, you're taking a turn off, but you're getting 2 of anything back from your graveyard. Now, on turn 4, that's not anything exciting. But later in the game, it could be quite good, especially when you've got a dragon deck. So, Dragon's Prey is a decent removal spell, though. This is relatively, it's not as good as Terror, but then again, nothing is as good as Terror. I think I'm going to go Dragon's Prey. If I didn't have a flat-out unconditional removal spell, like the only thing that this is bad at is killing dragons, but then even when it kills a dragon, it's probably paying the same amount of mana to kill the thing as they did. So we've got a Dragonstorm Globe here, easy peasy. If it weren't for that, it would probably be Sibsig Appraiser. You can't really get too many of those in the dragon deck. But Dragonstorm Globe is a key piece, and I will not be passing another Dragonstorm Globe on video lightly. I did that a couple of times in my last video, I think, and boy, my friend roasted me over it. Much deserved, though, if you ask me. This is an interesting card for the Mardu deck. When those mobilized tokens are evasive as well, it's pretty bad for the person that's on the receiving end of things. So Dismal Blackwater or Focus the Mind, I think. Oh wait, there's a dragon. Look at that. Not one of my favorites of the dragons, but it's not bad. Dragonstorm Globe, thank you very much. Now that we have 2, we might be less inclined to get the 3rd. Unless we get a, whatchamacallit, the thing that searches them up. Now we don't really have a strong need for this land. It's a good land. Like I said before, if you're doing the dragon thing, you probably want teamer colors, which means red, blue, green. So we just haven't gotten our blue cards yet in this version of things. But I do think Tamar Monument is on par with Swiftwater Cliffs here because it does something the longer the game goes. It becomes a 5/5. Thins your deck a little bit in the early game and becomes a 5/5 later. Take another dragon. I do like the omen on this actually. And I guess we take Riverwalk Technique right here because none of these cards are exciting for doing the dragon thing. Dragon Claw Strike. I'm kind of glad to get that back actually. I didn't like pitching that away. And then Heritage Reclamation. This is a card that I think actually sees some use. It's like one of those things that you want one of exactly. And nothing exciting here. We'll just take a creature. Sometimes you might have a deck that wants to be able to recycle its graveyard. Spirit Dragon. This is a Mardu Spirit Dragon. Not one of my favorites, but it's got the right. It's got 4/5 toughness. It's got the 5 toughness. Snakeskin Veil would be really nice here, but we do want to go dragons, so we're going dragons. Imagine if you get this guy into play when you've got 2 Dragonstorm Globes. He's a 6/7. That's pretty neat. That's pretty cool. Frontier Bivouac is a really nice land, but we got a dragon. And this is one of the ones I kind of like because when you need it as a trick, it's actually a pretty good trick. And when you do the other thing, when you need it for the other thing, then you're really happy to put it into play. So I'm noticing that we're getting a lot of black. So maybe this deck is not actually a teamer focused one. It's more of a Sultai focused one. So it might be blue, black, green. So we got to keep that in mind as we move forward. We do have a Dragonstorm Globe here and a Molten Exile. I think we'll finish this up with the 3rd Dragonstorm Globe, and now we probably won't take a 4th because we'd much rather have a dragon. And this is nice here because this dragon is usually not one that you get to play. But when you've got 3 Dragonstorm Globes in your deck, you're going to play this early or on curve, and it'll actually be much better. Because the Ward 2 ability, like, that's really special when you're getting to cast this 1 to 2 turns early. Because it's guaranteed to not be blown out by a removal spell. At least not without costing it, basically time walking the opponent. Take a second one of these. I do really like Keesler Trawlers. This land is actually worth a decent amount for us. But I think the Exhale and the Appraiser are better cards. We'll take the Exhale. We could use a Rugged Highlands here. And I think it's the best thing here. Yeah. Windsguard Craig. We're not thrilled with this, but it does help us cast our Spirit Dragon. But Snakeskin Veil, I think, protecting one of these things that we put into play for 1 mana is huge. And making it get bigger. Second one of these, I'm glad to have a second Snakeskin Veil. Farmer's Routine is fine. I don't actually think we're going to end up needing to play that. This is an interesting card. Just taking it because it's an uncommon. Don't know that it makes the cut. We're going to slide it over here. Tani back. 1 Sarkhan's Resolve is pretty nice. It kills opponent's dragons. Or make sure that you outright win a fight, because +3/+3 is big game. The Alcoven encampment. What do you do? Oh, so the land basically has mobilize too, and that's anytime you attack. That's pretty cool. But we've got my favorite of the Dragonstorms, Teeming Dragonstorm. It is clearly above and beyond the best card. Probably Dragon's Prey would be the other thing in here. That's interesting. Windcrag Siege. The sieges are really nice. They're inevitability, basically. But Whirling Dragonstorm and Stormplane Detachment. Golly. This is just a good pack all the way around. Take the Dragonstorm, because we don't have much card draw type stuff yet. Dragonstorm's a card you can have too much of. I had 2 in a deck, and it was definitely kind of too much to have 2. This is not one of the better dragons, but it is a dragon. Tempest Hawk I love, but we're not doing that. Feral Deathgorger. This card gets hugely better when you've got even one Dragonstorm Globe in play. At 4/6 Death Touch, it's rarely going to be taken care of easily. I mean, it's only like exactly Dragon's Prey and like an Oblivion Ring that'll do the job. Road Skirmish. It's decent. Even though you're only getting these 2 1/1s for a turn, like you're getting unconditional removal. It is sorcery speed. When unconditional removal is 5 mana, it's kind of meh. But when it's 4, that's actually pretty decent. And I think that's decent enough to grab here. If we weren't already kind of leaning towards black as one of our sort of primary colors, probably not. But because we do care about black being a thing. Bewildering Blizzard is really good. Really good. I had the misfortune of having it played against me the other day multiple times. And this was not in a quick draft. This was in a straight up premier draft. Somebody had collected as many of these as they possibly could, and I think it's good enough here to take over the dragons, and the exhale. I think it's good enough. Breaching Dragonstorm is one of the better ones, one of the best ones, really. I think it's actually Breaching, Teeming, Whirling, the green one, and then the black one is the kind of the order of goodness. When in doubt, take a dragon. Not bad here. I think dragon's better. Nothing exciting. Take another Veil. We might not run all 3. How sad is it when you pay the extra mana to kill this thing, and then they drop a Snakeskin Veil? Very sad. Maybe we'll get to do the thing. We're just grabbing an uncommon here. Just picking a thing. Just picking another thing. Right, so we have no special land suite this time, which is interesting because usually I value those a little bit higher. Let's see, what are we going to do with this? We don't want this. Don't care about that. Probably don't need that. We'll pass on that. We got a decent amount of dragons. Really nice assortment here, actually. Let's go ahead and sort them by their omen cost. Except for this guy, because we probably We'll only cast one of those for the omen cost. Sort these by their omen cost. I think we'll go down one Veil. Go ahead and get rid of the Reclamation. I think Resolve might be better. Being able to flat out kill one of the opponent's dragons is going to be pretty decent versus a maybe this does something card. I always consider with these dragon decks just running the overage, just because there's a small window where sometimes the thing that these decks do is they go long, and it does come down to who has the most cards in their deck. Especially if you're doing things like Dragonstorming a lot. I mean, the other option here is to just look at the best cards and cut some of the things that we have the more of. So, like for instance, we've got 9 spells basically, and we've actually only got 11 creatures. Interesting. Yeah, I guess that makes sense because we didn't pick up any 2-drops. That's a problem, actually. That's kind of a big problem. That means we can't actually use this Piercing Exhale, I don't think. Sarkhan's Resolve becomes a little bit less good too because we need early game interaction and we don't have it. So I think we're actually gonna have to put this guy in just to lower the damage from an attack. I'm gonna get rid of one of the least good removal spells that I have. The Veils are actually less good too, with less creatures. I think we gotta run like this. Now normally I stop, but I've got no real reason to stop. So we'll just keep playing. Okay, here we go. So we don't really have anything happening for 3 turns. We still need to draw one more land. One thing that's nice about this version is that we do have mostly basic lands, so most of our lands are going to come into play untapped. So like here, all we need to do is get our Swamp Our Plains or a Dragon Globe. That works too. So we're going to go ahead and play this. We're going to go ahead and pitch that Swamp. Oh yeah, definitely a Dragon deck. So we're going to go ahead and, yeah, like I said, we're going to discard the Swamp, because what we would really like to see is a Plains or a Mountain. That way we can play Narrative. Or we can play a Dragonstorm. Right now on this board, this Dragonstorm is pretty good. The only thing I'm worried about here is if our opponent loses mana untapped, because they're probably going to counter whatever our play is. So we gotta ride out there anyway because we got nothing better to do. And honestly, it'd be better that they counter our Dragonstorm than to counter one of our dragons. So. At least that's my thinking. I could be wrong about that. We're just taking 2 damage a turn from this agent of release thing, so. This is power 3 or less, so he's not going to get narrative. One thing we could try to do here. Oh no, that's pretty good. But no, we got that under control. We're going to do this right here. Kind of wish we could wait. Maybe we can. Gonna go greedy here because it's gonna be worth 12 damage if I land this. We might even be able to go for the kill right now. Oh yeah, there we go. We were gonna get 17 damage in right there. So like, the only comeback move was to kill both of my dragons with 1 card. Don't think they got that when they're that tough. It's not bad. I mean, I really think that we're doing the bot drafting. Everyone should be either really committing to red-white or trying to do the dragon thing, because that's what everyone else is going to be doing. It is, when it's not a group of humans that you're drafting against, it's just, it seems to me like it's exceedingly likely that you're going to get all the things that you need. And while it's going to make the draft and the games somewhat be on rails, that's the rails you need to be on for this format, I think. That's nice that we had that particular dragon right there, because that is one of our dragons that allows us to have a turn 2 play. Don't always get to do that. Oh wow, it's trash night. Gotta make sure them bins go out. Okay, I would use the Omen here, but I can play this guy next turn anyway. So I think I'm okay. So, only thing that's bad right here is if they have Serpent Skin Veil. If they got it, they got it. And they don't, so. Let's go ahead and do our haste dragon. Yep. It is fair. Is that the Armament Dragon? Okey-dokey. Teeming Dragonstorm. One thing I don't like about this right here is 1 more mana he plays his Armament Dragon, and I think he still basically kind of has the board. Okay, it strengthens that mana. Still a good turn for him though. We'll play our best dragon. Also our most expensive one. I can drop the armament dragon, and he looks pretty good. He still doesn't. I'm not sure if he has a viable attack, but. Because I can sacrifice any number of these guys I want, because I'm gonna make more. Let's see what he does with his counters, though. Is he gonna one of each on everything? 1, 2, 3. Or is he gonna pile it all on the flyer? Or pile it all on the trampler? Pile it all, or okay, yeah, good big flyer, some on the trampler. I think that was good. We're just going to try to flood the board here with tokens. I probably should have actually omened this. I definitely should have omened that. It's okay, we can take a hit. We can play this dragon. And then we get to crack back more, which is okay. Got to keep an eye on our creature count too, because if he doesn't keep enough food, that's nice. I wish I got one of those. Didn't tap mana right. Oh wait, no. I tapped the mana in the way that I had to. We're good. We'll get in front of one of these dragons. Ooh, the siege, nice. Right. Do we draw a card? Draw 2 cards and then discard a card. Okay, cool. So let's check. We'll do this first. See what we got. Okay, nothing exciting. Drop the swamp. We'll play this Dragonstorm. Keep an eye on our creature count. So now if we were to attack next turn, he blocks 3 of our things, we get 6 damage through. We can take another hit, because we got the wildling to recover a little bit. He's going to make a guy a turn 2. The lifelink's kind of irrelevant, but it's going to be really important for us, I think, to be making several things a turn at this point. Now we can get a hit in. I think we should. So I think what we need to do is we need to bring their total down so that we can swarm them with soldiers. Because he's not getting me. I'm making more than him on the ground every turn. He's not going to beat me on the ground. So if he's not blocking me in the sky, he's taking real damage. And I can afford some more hits from this guy. So if I can draw more cards and make more things, I should win. So he's not attacking now. That actually helps me too, because I have reasonable certainty that I'm going to play a dragon a turn. And that means I win. Without interaction from the deck. His deck could change things depending on what happens. What comes off the top of it. So I think we go ahead and do the Dragonstorm first again, because we have a land that we don't care about. And then we just play our best dragon. Which in this case is going to be the Feral Deathforger. Now we get to pick back all of our Dragonstorms, and we also get to remove something. Oh, 2 target cards. So let's go ahead and remove a spell and a dragon. We got no attacks. We got 11 things. Nothing exciting here. And I can only actually block 2 of my flyers. Ha! It's got to be a hard hand to make a decision about. Maybe not. Maybe it's just clearly bewildering blizzard. I'm not sure. Yeah. It might have been clearly that card. But yeah, seeing as how I can only block 2 of my flyers. Block 2 of my flyers. The fact that he's removing some of them is actually a real problem. He blocks 2 of his flyers, then he takes 9. I think I just, yeah, right here I attack all in. But let's check first. Maybe we get a removal spell and can get rid of one of those flyers. The trick is nice, actually. So here's what we're going to do. I'm going to go ahead and punch in. Because we've got so many things. So we're toe-to-toeing with these guys somewhat. But I think we just got, I think we've got so many things that it doesn't matter. We'll check back in and do the math at the end. He's got no cards in hand, so. Adding +2/+2 to something might win the game. So we're doing 8, 11, 17. Then he's going up 3 to 20. I think we math this. I think we're in there. Victory through math. You know, so inevitability there. We made 3 things a turn every turn. Doesn't even though he was making 2 a turn every turn, we were winning. We got there faster. All we needed was a trick. We got one. Like, removal would have done that job too. If we'd removed the lifelinker, easy peasy. We had the map. Numbers were on our side. They got the guns, but we got the numbers. Take it over. Barrel. Let's see. Will we have to discard a card if that's what we do? We go up to... Well, we discard 1, we go up to... Oh, no, we'll be fine. So we're going to discard... Which card? Probably this one in a vacuum. This is probably the worst card to... Actually, you know what? We want that exactly when we want that. Not right now. So, I think we do the low impact card. The lowest impact card in our hand. So now we can wildling for a plains, which will be very good things. Oh yeah, we have to actually play the plains. This will allow us to play our Dragonstorm. We're going to take a hit from this guy, but there's nothing we can do about that. Go ahead and drop a mountain to draw some extra cards. This is nice because the dragon's going back into our deck. We're going to see it later. We're getting things that we need now. Land selection, basically. Ooh, I did the wrong thing. Oh, that was dumb. That was bad. That was actually actively bad. If I played the plains, then I could play my dragon, or I could play my Dragonstorm. Which is what I was supposed to do. Now this game is going to be much closer than it should be. And it might actually lead to me dying. We can still block here and make him play a trick because we will mitigate some of the damage. Oh, he didn't have a trick, I don't think. So if he does have a Serpent Skin Veil, that would be a good attack. Okay, so. Globe. Not enough. Okay. Was doing actually, wait a minute. Globe. 1, 2, 3, and then Nerev. We got a 5/6 Nerev, and we get our Dragonstorm. So same thing that we did last time. We're gonna try to play the numbers game. We're gonna try to put 2 to 3 things on the table every turn, and theoretically we win. One thing we could do on the next turn cycle is we could just kind of pass and try to Bewildering Blizzard them. I don't know if that's going to work though. You're doing what now? Oh, because you're getting some counters. Yeah, I think we go ahead and take that. Yeah, I think we're going to try passing here. Maybe not. Because we could also kill a thing and play a Dragonstorm. We could also kill a couple of things. I think we should just kill the thing. And then play the Dragonstorm. Oh, there we go. Well, that's pretty good. That doesn't trample though. So There's always the version of things where we just chunk block. I think that we just don't want to take any extra damage though, so we don't get an attack. That kind of sucked. That piece of it definitely sucked. But yeah, so we can pretty easily just stick a guy in front of that, right? And then we can kill the trampler. A 2-power Drake kills us here. Here? Oh, it didn't quite kill us. Oh my goodness. Oh, that doesn't happen till upkeep? That's interesting. Oh, that's kind of lame, actually. Well, I think we managed to do the thing and lost the game. Oh, we're not dead yet. We need to be dead first. I think we have a... Oh, that's pretty good. Oh, that kills us. Now we're dead. So that cost me. The misplay of the land was everything. Because if I had one more turn that game, I probably would have been fine. Also could have played some of my later turns better just by having a different setup. I do actually think passing with Bewildering whatever up would have been a thing. Because you get to draw 3 cards. That's really the key thing. It's not just a time walk. It's a you're getting time walked and I am now up 3 cards. This is a terrible hand. It must go. This is not great, but it's playable. It's actually pretty dang playable. I actually really like. I'm beginning to come around on Stormstreak Feral because the 2 mode is really good. It's actually really good because it lets you get exactly the things that you need in terms of like mana and action, especially when you're somewhat creature light like my deck is. So here we probably want to do the Feral actually. Yeah, because we've got guaranteed mana. I think I'm actually going to get rid of the Blizzard. You can come at me for that one. I'm not sure if that was the right move. We're taking some damage from this botanist, and I don't like that because that's exactly the kind of card that really benefits our opponent for getting to be able to do its thing unmolested. But we don't really have a choice. We definitely didn't want to use the Wildling there. We're going to get some money back, or some life back, by getting to cast this on turn 5. Or on turn 4. I was thinking about how much mana it costed. What are we getting rid of? My Dragonstorm load? Not bad. Now we don't get to do the thing. And he gets maximum value out of this guy. Right. So we're going for an island, and we're going to play the Dragonstorm. Because that's going to allow us to pitch lands we don't need, and get to things that we do need. Which is some stuff on the table. We got our Stormbrew next turn. Too bad we don't get to take it away with counters or anything. That actually may have been a way for us to play out of the last game. I can't remember whether we had this dragon. We probably did. We probably could have gotten... Probably could have been okay against that stupid guy that makes the stuff. See you later, counters. What did he play to get the counters? Oh yeah, he exiled his pummeler. That's pretty bad. He basically lost a turn from that. He could have known though. It wasn't his fault. It wasn't a bad play. It was just a bad feel of, oh, I did a thing that I should be happy about, and now, no, not really. So he's attacking into me just because he wants the thing. If he's got a trick here, like, aren't I better off if I just make him use it? I think I am. And if he can kill this, so be it. Yeah, okay. So be it. You gotta pay 2 life to do it. And you're happy with it, but he had to use lots of stuff to make that happen. So I'm happy with that too, because he has my board now. Whoops. Well, at least I have a removal spell. I got to draw one of my best removal cards in the deck, so that's not bad. And I mean, if he plays a dragon, I can kill it, so cool. If he does anything else, okay. We're just doing the thing where we just try to get on board before the other guy does. That's pretty cool art. I like it. Okay, that's pretty good. Keeping him drawing good gas. Probably. Well, I need to find out if I have another appointment tomorrow night. I don't know if I do. I had an appointment at work tonight, and I don't remember if I set one up for tomorrow night or not. We're doing this first, because we don't want to blow a removal spell on this thing. We're going to discard this card. Play a monument, go fetch an island, if we have any left in our deck. We do, and then we've got Humbling Elder when he starts to swing in with this guy. Right now we're just trying to do the thing that you do with the dragon deck, which is get more mana on the table than the other guy. So we probably actually shrinky dink this thing and then just block that thing and let the trade happen and be fine with it. Or we just do it this way. That's fine too. Don't know why he did that way. Don't know what he's wanting to spend all that mana on. Okay. That makes sense. That totally makes sense. And then he got to harmonize too, so that was pretty good. We'll do the Death Gorger because it blocks those 5/5s pretty easily. It also gets to remove the Glacial Dragon Hunt. And then we'll get rid of a spell if we can. No, we'll get rid of a creature then. We'll get rid of the better creature. I was thinking about Quiche the Trawlers. That's why I wanted to get a spell. So we'll chump block one of these guys. We'll go ahead and Death Touch the other one, because we can just Dragon Spray the other. I didn't realize he did that. That's actually pretty cool. You only do that once. Oh, you can do it as many times as you want. That's pretty neat. This guy just went after me, but I didn't realize you could fire breathe him. Alright, so we do not have all the black mana in the world. So I think we make this. And then we see what happens. We're chumping. Well, not chumping, trading. And then if he goes to try and do the thing with this guy again, I think we're going to exhale it. Oh, if he's got a removal here, it would be so sad. Fighter bite base removal. No, here doesn't Tiger. That's not bad. do think this is a deck, a card that fits in the dragon deck. I actually do think it's a card that fits in the dragon deck. It does. So we can't just be taking the damage all over the place. So I think we got to take the 5 here. Behold the dragon. And what I'm doing here is I'm going to go up 3 anyway, and we'll be able to trade this next turn. So I think we played the Dragonstorm first. I don't want to start any of them. Maybe that dragon. And then maybe the long line. Huh. No, actually, I think we play this. The only way we're sad about this particular play is if he kills this and he gets to attack us. Otherwise, we're actually pretty happy with this because we've got the biggest thing on the board, and we have every reason to believe we're going to stabilize and pull ahead. So we're just going to play the numbers game from here. Now my life total is very low, so I don't have forever. I think I should protect my life total first. Make a move to just get me out of range of a lucky top deck, because I think there is a 4 damage to any target spell in the format. So we're dodging that. Play a Whirling Dragonstorm. Pitch a land. And we'll go ahead and wait one more turn before we start attacking here. Just want to make sure we've got enough material to block the Iridescent Tiger and withstand 1 removal spell. We can attack comfortably in the sky. Oh, look at that, he got rid of my token. Not bad. He can get rid of my dragon and get an attack in. No, that's not really worth it. No, he's just gonna... Oh, nice. Yeah, he got rid of my token. That's fine. Dragonstorm. We got 5 mana. Yeah, we'll do another Dragonstorm. Our deck is looking pretty thin, though. Keep that in mind. We're going to play that. Making 3 life. And that actually enables us for an attack as well. So, yeah, cool. He knows from there. Like, it actually kind of sucked. We weren't going to be able to keep playing these Dragonstorms, but we were going to keep playing the one that matters, the Teeming Dragonstorm. So, we're in pretty good spot. So this is just going to be one very long video. I think, which is gonna suck a little bit. Like, I don't usually do the videos this long for attention span reasons, both yours and mine. Oh, this is a terrible hand. We're gonna keep it because we have the Feral. The Feral is going to fix everything about this hand that's bad. Because we're going to be able to pitch the extra planes that we don't need. We're going to be able to find either the swamp or the necessary pieces to do the rest of what we want. So, ideally. Could be wrong about that. Could absolutely be wrong about that. The planes was the best card to pitch, but here we go. Now we get to Dragonstorm. Get rid of another planes probably. We don't need 2. Ooh. Gotta make the choice hard. We'll get rid of this dragon. Bewildering Blizzard may have been the card to get rid of. It's just so hard to do. Ooh, Tempest Hawk. That's scary there. He's getting another Hawk. So I think we just allow him to get his other Hawk. What are the things you want to make the Hawk deck go off? I think you probably want equipment, and you want a lot of that +3/+0 trick that draws a card. Also the black dragon that gives you the +2/+2 in lifelink, because then you can race with these Hawks. Knock knock on the top of my deck. Hope that it brings me a Dragonstorm Globe, because if I get a Dragonstorm Globe right now, I can cast one, cast the other, and then I'm just set up to be quality for the rest of the game. This is a problem. He's going to get goblins every turn. They're weak though, but that's the kind of thing that this style of deck actually can leverage, especially if he's got something like what's the one that lets you sacrifice the thing to give everything a counter and make it indestructible. I don't remember what it's called, but it's good. If he's got that, then he's on track to win this game pretty handily. Globe, and what else? Nothing else. I think we're making a play here to stop the Hawks from doing their thing. We'll attack in with one of our tokens, because they're pretty expendable. And this way we know he's not doing a go wide alpha strike, actually. I think that was also a really strategic decision, because now we know that his deck probably doesn't plan on winning by going super wide and using some sort of big alpha strike type attack. You wouldn't have made that block if what you were going to try to do was swarm, unless you don't really understand how going wide works. That could be a thing. I know that there's plenty of games that I've played where I wasn't really thinking about the fact that, well, wait a minute, if I've got 5 things on the table when they've only got 2, I'm ahead if I have this spell in my hand. Ooh, that hurts. Not really that much. I mean, he gets another Hawk, but it turns out that that's good. I mean, when it's what your deck is trying to do, that's pretty doggone good. So, chances are, I've got decent odds to hit another dragon. If I hit another dragon, it's really doggone good for me to do so. But I think I'm going to play the safe thing here. I just want to stop him from being able to come over with them dragons. Or, sorry, with them mini birds, with them Tempest Hawks. Now, more than likely, what he's got now is a Oblivion Ring or a dragon killing spell. But let's make him have it. Because if he doesn't, we're looking pretty good for him now. I'd really like a land right now. Yeah, there we go. See, that's what he's got. And that's what this deck is leveraging. This deck is going to leverage the fact that it makes these little tokens to do other little things like party costs. So now he can get 2 more Hawks if he's got them. This is a deck that I've made before and it's very good. When people are playing, oh, so he's only got the 3 of the Hawks. So I think I'm in a spot where I need to play the Dragonstorm and just try to get a dragon here. Oh, we'll take that. Get rid of some of that pressure that's on us. It's okay. That's good. That's real good. That's one of those things that leverages the go wide also. Also leverages the fact that he's going to be getting So he can attack me at a loss now because he's getting to do it. Like this damage came through anyway because of the venerated Stormsinger. So he is best served by trying to just rush in there and finish the job basically. Is what he's got to do. Unfortunately, I'm in a spot where I have to. I think I lose this game. The green dragon would be nice right here. If I get one of those, if I get another one of those wildlings. Okay, possibly. Oh no, we're toast. Yeah, and he should just race me here, and that's what he's doing. Because now I can't. I don't know the cards that I would need. I would basically need to wipe his board to stay alive. Yeah, he's got it. He's got it under control. So that I definitely think that this loss came from not having some early game action against a deck that was suited to take advantage of that. I was expecting to get at least 5 or 6 wins with this one. It's the early game interaction that's the problem, though. Like, this would have been a great deck to grab some of those 3/3 defenders. I think I might have one in my sideboard, actually. Maybe it should come in. But what am I taking out? Also, I feel like every game I would have been really stoked to have Serpent Skin Veil. When they go for their haymakers, it would be real nice. This is a terrible hand, but I'm gonna keep it. So this is exactly the deck that fares well against sort of dragon decks. So the two things you should be doing in the quick draft, I think, are either the dragon deck or the quick white, red, black decks. I just don't think any other deck really competes unless it gets just insane. Insanely set up. This deck also could have maybe benefited. I think I only passed one Boulder-born dragon or whatever it's called. I could have benefited from having one or two of those, I think. I think one of the liabilities that this particular version had is that the colors are just a little awkward. I don't know if 3 Dragonstorm globes should fix that though. And the 2 mana search spells. Maybe Monument or 2 would have done the trick. Just guaranteeing that you get 5 mana on 5 or 4 mana in Dragonstorm globe. Ooh, he is going all the way away. Scary. I don't even think I actually have time to do this. I'm going to. because it might keep all of this stuff from attacking. Ugh. We're gonna die to a combat trick of some kind here. Just be game over. Oh, duh, I'm dumb. That's what I forgot that he had the variable reactivated ability that he could do. It's like, oh, he's gonna want to cast that Tempest Hawk. Yeah, well, that's another on me loss, I think. I mean, I think I was gonna win, but 2 less things. No, we were toast. We were toast no matter what. Doing the math. Good games. All right, well, huh? We lost to exactly the deck that beats us twice, and then we lost once because of play mistakes, for sure. So not terrible. Yeah, I should get better at Magic though. That's for sure. Well, thank you for joining me. It's been fun. I have a vlog video that I'm going to post as well. As a matter of fact, I'll probably post that first, so that'll be up there. If anybody cares, where I talk about why we're doing the music and at least a little bit of why we're doing the music and what the process is going to be and what the plans are for my release schedule on the channel and stuff. So, thank you for joining me.